What's going on, guys? Bank Robber Games here, more Elden Ring and the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. Last episode where we left off was a really cool episode. We got to use our new weapon, which I'm finding very fun so far. And we completed Bonnie Jail, which is a really fun dungeon. A lot bigger than I was expecting, but very atmospheric like the other jails we've done. We also took on a furnace golem up here, along with the one that was on the Cerulean coast down here. The armoured ones that you can't attack their legs. So I recommend going back and watching that if you haven't seen it, because it was very, very cool, and it's good to get that crossed off our list. For this episode, I think what we're going to do, because we've explored sort of all these lower areas and I can't figure out a way down here, we're going to go back to the High Road Cross and then make our way into the Shadow Keep. We do have a way into it here, but I'm not sure if that's how you're sort of supposed to go into it, so we'll leave this for a second. But something to point out is that we do actually have a key. And it does mention the church district there. So that is one thing that we'll have to bear in mind if we make our way over here. There is that other furnace golem, the other side of this camp. I think I'm going to ignore that just for the time being, as we did fight against those two last episode. There are a lot of enemies here, probably worth sneaking round actually, rather than going straight through them. Doesn't look like any of these tents are actually open though. I'm sure you could probably let the furnace golem sort of bait it up here and get it to take care of a lot of these enemies with the big AoE attacks that it has. You love that Ash of War. Looks very cool, does a lot of damage. Covers a lot of distance as well. It does kind of make me want to mess around with the Blink Bolt Ash of War. I'm going to check out this sort of side camp here, and then if there's something up here, I might go the other side and see if there's something up here as well. Yeah, it's very typical of FromSoftware to hide stuff off the beaten path like this. best item in the world, but it'd take us too long to get up here. Though, there is that. We're just out of range. Oops. Rolling Sparks, Axe of War. So I have actually seen this. It's usable on perfume bottles, it says there, and it was actually very, very overpowered. You could sort of throw it at the floor, and so the enemy would take all the damage from all the explosions, but that has actually been patched. As fun as it looked, it was very, very overpowered and absolutely ridiculous, so I can understand why they patched it. But since then, it seems like it needs a buff. So I don't know if we're going to be messing around with this all that much. I haven't actually enjoyed using the perfume bottles. I've messed around with them a little bit, but they're very, very cool. They're a nice idea, but they don't really sort of mesh very well with my playstyle. But I'm sure you guys might find some use out of them. The the poison perfume bottle is supposed to be quite good. That's a consumable golden vowel. Very interesting. Seeing as there's only a couple of tents up there, I may as well go up this way as well, just to double check. Obviously let me know down in the comments below if I've missed anything obvious or if there's anything that's worth me picking up. Looks like that consumable golden vowel there that we just picked up the crafting recipe for. Did get the twin blade there. Not sure if that's a guaranteed drop or if it's just like a random drop. Doesn't seem to be anything of interest though up here. I'm assuming there's going to be a site of grace once we get into the actual Shadow Keep. In fact, there are all these enemies here. Take it with all the gravestones. There is this furnace golem has actually been defeated. That's why there's so many furnace visages around. Very nice of them to be there. It's quite a rare item to find out in the world. I've only really seen them being got from taking out the furnace golems. What's that note there as well? So that might just be talking about how you take out the armoured furnace golems with fire pots or furnace pots, or the the hefty ones. Here's just another twin blade. Looks really cool. It does mention that it's further holy imbuement will amplify the effect and greatly increase the armament's power, similar to the great hammer that we picked up. Damage isn't too bad for a twin blade. Got a little bit of holy in there, but nothing too crazy. Faith scaling isn't that great on it, but nice evenly split weapon. So if you're doing a, the sort of thing we did for the main game, where we had a roughly even split of strength and dex with a little bit of faith, probably a good choice here for you. Nice version of Golden Bow here. Not sure. What the cost is like. It did have 30 FP cost there. So the FP cost is greater for the incantation. I assume it will last longer. Or is a bit more powerful if you have the incantation. Seem like we can get both these in, may as well. Make sure to buff them up with Golden Vow. Absolutely ridiculous amount of damage to him. If you look at the damage numbers down there. Did a lot of damage to us, considering we only took, I think it was like 1 damage tick from it. Not where I want to be. Nice that we got the finishing blow. That is pretty cool. There's a lot of blood stains in here, so I don't know if we got lucky, but I feel like the Divine Bird Warrior, with the fact that he flew up and was very mobile, helped it keeping him distracted but not actually being able to let the hippo damage him, along with the fact that he fires out that like sort of fan holy blade attack. The hippo's quite big, so I assume he got hit by a lot more of those. And then with R2 co-op summons the Horn Scent and I can't remember her name, the one that was down here. She's obviously moved. Yeah, did really good well between all three of us. You saw the damage numbers was absolutely nuts. So I can see that being a very hard fight. I really don't like fighting those hippos, and some of those like thorn attacks, I guessed, did look like they could do a lot of damage to us. But we did get the aspect of the Crucible Thorns, along with another Shadow Tree fragment. And that is an incantation. Might see if I can equip that. The requirements and cost weren't very high. I'm going to level up our faith just a little bit, because there was that incantation we found, the golden spear, like lightning spear incantation, that I would like to try and use. Radar Shadow Tree Blessing, and look at memorising this new spell here. 36 faith, so we've got a few more levels, but I'm sure we'll be able to get it. Looks kind of funky. We'll give it a little test out and see what it's like. Hopefully we don't face any more of those hippos. So Mesmer is just outright says there he is one of Marika's sons. Good start. Quite interesting incantation there. I feel like it did quite a lot of damage to one of those guys, but it does lock you in that animation. Let's have a quick look, see if there's any other incantations. There was like a... Oh. Assume it's made more for groups of enemies. Test it out. A bit difficult to tell the damage there, considering we got interrupted. It did take several casts. And the enemy was still standing. I still think for the FP cost, like a basic lightning spear and discus of light are some of the best. Then pest threads for anything big that has multiple hitboxes. I've never really gotten on with sort of sorcery or incantation builds in the Dark Souls games, other than maybe pyromancy in Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3. I think they were... I mean, in Dark Souls 1 it was overpowered, but in Dark Souls 3 it was quite well balanced, I find. Well, I think the main thing is the fact that your FP doesn't regen, so there's a lot more sort of resource management, and if you haven't got a good weapon to back yourself up, or stats, good enough stats to use a good weapon, it can... I've always found it quite difficult to find a weapon to use along with magic builds. But anyway, moving on, let's see what else is in this area. Another weapon there. It is a dagger. Slightly higher critical damage. It has got parry though, so it's parrying dagger. I think that's just where we came in. Yeah. I kept thinking that was like someone sat there. So it does look like there's other paths into here, so I'm not going to jump down, just in case we get ambushed and can't find the way out. But we'll make sure that we do go down and explore that area at some point. I think I'm going to get along with this sword, definitely. Oh, rushing it. Another golden vow. See, there's a hammer knight down there. Along with some of the sort of shadow hollow enemies. I think that's a shortcut. Oh, there's an elevator there. So I'm thinking that we shouldn't jump off the edge. Yeah. There is in fact a death pit there. But yeah, I'm thinking that jumping through that sort of open window is actually how you get to that tree area, and maybe that elevator is how you get back up. The other side of that door that doesn't open from this side, the side we have access to. That guy actually bounced off our guard and got staggered, so this weapon might actually be a lot better at guarding than I was giving it credit for. Missed him with the explosion there. We managed to fix it. Now all I've got to do is make sure I don't make the same mistake over and over again. Oh my god. Why did I jump? Why did I jump? Wow. I'll meet you guys back up there. Right, all I've got to do is walk down the stairs. I'm actually nervous about it, man. Absolutely ridiculous. And not get taken out by that dude. I have no idea why I'm struggling with this so much. Not been a good day. Right, now we can come down here. I want to take out that light as quickly as possible. I think we got a bit lucky there. Don't know how much poise we have with the weapon art. Another twin blade knight there. Quite a specific use there, but might come in handy with certain bosses and how aggressive they are in the DLC. I don't think I was right about the elevator though. I'm not 100% sure, because that's where those two soldiers are. Come on then. I really like the running attack and R2 and the running R1 come out very quickly. And that is how you get down here. Right, that's enough now. Oh dear. I think I'm having a very bad day. So looking at how long this episode has been, I think I am actually going to wrap it up here. That's done me for today, I think. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed that episode and been enjoying the series so far and watching me suffer. If you have been enjoying the series, make sure to like and subscribe for more, and then that way you don't miss out on anything. Normally the episodes tend to go a little bit better than this, I think, but I'll leave that for you to judge. But thanks again for watching. Also, let me know down in the comments below if there's anything you think I've missed or anything you'd like me to show off. That's always appreciated. But thanks again for watching. I always appreciate having you guys here, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.